As search operations continue in Mthatha, that's in the Eastern Cape, following the recent flooding, a body of a 5-year-old boy was recovered today. One person has died and 4 others have been injured after a structural collapse at a shopping centre in Springfield, Durban.
As a community, we're concerned. We feel really disrespected that the mining company Kwezi came. They approached Mom. They gave her a 1-pager. They're saying it's a notification that they're going to do exploration.
And a family in Denhauser, this is in KwaZulu-Natal, is angry with Ikwezi Mining, accusing the company of conducting unauthorized work on their private property. We start with this. Another body has been recovered in Mthatha, Eastern Cape, as the search for those missing continues. The death toll from those floods has exceeded 100 now and is expected to rise. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana joins us live from the area in Mthatha. And Zola, good evening to you. Take us through what happened today, which importantly led to the discovery of the body of this 5-year-old.
Well, Xoli, earlier on this morning, we saw EMS personnel and subs together with SANDF pilots, and they were combing areas that are believed or that could possibly, have these bodies that they've been looking for the past couple of days since the beginning of the floods here in Mthatha. Now, you would understand that yesterday 5 bodies were discovered, and following that discovery, then the SANDF then focused on that particular point, as they believed that many of those people that are still missing could potentially be in that precinct. That is where in the afternoon we discovered a body of a 5-year-old boy that we understand that his family has been looking for him for the past couple of days. Of course, the search was then suspended, and they will then resume tomorrow. As you understand that they have been doing this every day, changing teams. Now, according to what we were told by some of the EMS personnel that have been working with Gift of the Givers, they did mention that on day 25, they will then have to suspend the search, but the local guys, Eastern Cape EMS, will be continuing with the search. And of course, if it's something that will continue for more weeks or days, then we are anticipating other teams from parts of South Africa to be part of the search, as we understand that when there were more bodies that were needed, where families were complaining about their loved ones, where they came in numbers, we saw teams coming from various parts of South Africa. In fact, National Disaster dispatched EMS personnel from various provinces to assist in the search. So we saw that there are others that are coming from the Northwest Province, the Limpopo Province, and of course the Eastern Cape. So they will be continuing with the search until there come a time where all family members say they have found their loved ones. Now, at this particular moment, Xoli, we can't really confirm the number of people that are looking for their loved ones, or the number of people that we are looking for at this particular moment. And this is what we were told by SAPS when we asked that question, to say, what is the number really? And when we will get to a point where, we then say that the search has been called off, those answers cannot be given at this particular moment, because people are still looking for their loved ones. Another call that the SAPS then made, Xoli, was for family members who are searching for their loved ones to visit the mortuary, government mortuary here in Mthatha, as we understand that there are some unclaimed bodies that were discovered or recovered rather by the search and rescue team, but people haven't come forward. And when you really get to speak to residents, Xoli, some of them are saying that there's a high possibility that there could be more people that are missing, but because in some houses people didn't know who was living in there, and also some family members, as soon as this happened, they then decided to relocate to other parts and never went back, really. So nobody really knows as to how many people are we looking at here. But finding the little boy was a bit of a relief for the teams, because they then believed that they are heading towards the right direction. Yesterday there was a recovery, today there was another one, and they're hoping that perhaps tomorrow they will find other bodies if they are at the same precinct. But they will be continuing around Mthatha in places where they think that bodies could potentially be, stuck, because it's been weeks, it's been days at this particular moment. So nobody really knows where these bodies could be. Residents are also playing their part as well. They are searching in those small groups, those that are looking for their loved ones, so that if they discover something, they're also able to, inform police about that.
Zola Sholwana, wrapping up the day for us in Mthatha. Thank you very much for that comprehensive update. Thank you indeed, Zola Sholwana there.